Hey y'all, it's Danielle from Black Business Boom, and I am live with the F.I.N Design. I am really excited to spotlight this nonprofit doing amazing work here in the Nashville area. And I have one of the co-founders, Kara James, joining us today, as well as the Director of Programmatic Innovation, Destiny Burns. How are you guys doing this afternoon, ladies?
As they used to say, I'm blessed and highly favored. I'm
Yeah.
doing well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm doing amazingly well, trying to dodge the hot weather a little bit, but I'm doing well.
Fantastic. Well, I appreciate you all so much for joining me and all the amazing work that you all are doing with this amazing initiative and the programs that you all have here in Nashville. Kara, I want you to just kick us off by telling us a little bit about what the Fine Design is.
Yeah, well, F.I.N Design, the name is stands for Families in Need of Direction. Back in 2014, myself and my co-founder, Sharice Chapman, well, and if you know about purpose, you'll understand this. We really wasn't looking to do this work. The work found us, and we just was obedient to the work. We was talking one day, and we were talking about the challenges. Not only did we face as young Black girls, but also that we were seeing a lot of our young Black girls facing still, even though that we had progressed slightly over the years and things had looked to somewhat get better, there were still some underlining challenges that Black girls were facing. And we were talking through this one day after working out. And so it dawned on me, like, we may have been called to fill that gap. I started volunteering in spaces thinking it would be a volunteer opportunity. But what I saw and what I felt was spaces that were Eurocentric, that was sending a indirect message saying that you are broke and need fixing. It was surrounded by lack of representation of who we are. And so I had a problem with that. I was like, I don't know. I don't think we're going to do it like that. Right. And so what we did was we came together and we launched this initiative to really focus on not only acknowledging the inequities of Black girl and women, but also how can we support their mental health? How can we support their wellness? And we started a pilot group in Napier back in 2014. And we, even though we knew what we was bringing to the table, we had no clue that it would send the waves that it did within the community. And before we knew it, we were sought out of not only from community partners, but from school systems wanting our services and our support. And so that's what we do here at the F.I.N Design. We work to mitigate the impact of systemic and individual trauma on Black girls and other girls of color. We work mostly with middle and high school girls. And we really just answer the call of not only safety that Black girls need, external safety, safety in their environments, but reminding them that they are valuable enough to be safe. And so we really make sure that we're intentional about the services and the programs that's constantly reminding them. And we'll get into that a little bit more. I got my DOPE program director over here that's going to talk a little bit more about it, but really reminding them that they deserve safe spaces. They're worthy of being safe and protected and all of that and more.
That is beautiful. That is amazing. I love it, and like you said, purpose.
Mm.
Sometimes it finds us even when we aren't looking for it. I love that. That is beautiful. So let's get into the meat of what the programs look like, Destiny. I would love to hear from you. Tell us a little bit about how you all provide these spaces and this safety for young girls and women in our community.
Absolutely. So we love a good acronym here at the Fine Design. And our bread and butter, I call it our flagship program. It's called the Fly Girl program. And the Fly Girl is an acronym, FLY. And yes, it is an ode to the Fly Girls from A Living Color. But the Fly Girl program is an acronym that that stands for Forever Loving Yourself. And essentially, what we do is we take the programming to the girls. Many of the programs that you'll see in and around Nashville or in and around really anywhere you go, most of them are after school, or now they're called out of school time programs. Well, that is not what we do currently. What we do, the Fly Girl program, we go into the schools twice a week and we host shine circles or sisterhood or healing circles with our girls twice a week. And the reason we do that is because we realize that a lot of times our girls are in the trenches. And I say the trenches lovingly, but we also understand the connotation. When they're going in there, a lot of times, if their school spaces don't feel safe or if they don't feel space, it becomes almost like this quasi, if you will, war zone that's not really, it shouldn't be there, because many of our schools are full of loving and dedicated educators. But because there are so many other things going on, our girls end up kind of at times being leaders in a different way, right? And so they bring us in to host healing circles twice a week. We also do professional development with our educators in those schools and in our community spaces. And on top of that, we also have a trained mental health therapist. So a partnership that comes in once a week, not counting the 2 times that we come in. And they actually come in and host one-on-one talk therapy with all of the girls who are in our program. And so that is really how we feel we can affect change to decrease behavior incidents, to decrease discipline incidents, and to increase safety and emotional wellness and well-being.
That is absolutely fantastic. I mean, you all are really truly meeting them where they are, physically and figuratively, meeting them where they are. And many times there are so many barriers for girls, for young people, period, to get to another space, to get the support that they need. So to be able to meet them, where they are and be able to provide those services, especially the mental health component, so important to, just being well-rounded and for them to eventually be contributors to our communities and our societies. I love it. Um, let's talk about what's coming up. I know that you all are in the schools, and we're getting back to school soon. But are there some other things that we want to make sure that the community know about?
Absolutely. And Kara, feel free at any time. But I've got, as the director of programmatic innovation, baby, I have a list. Okay. One, we start school after Labor Day. So we do give our girls an opportunity to get in the door, to make sure that they can get acclimated to their spaces. And so we start programming about the week or 2 after Labor Day. And it really just depends on the school. But we have some amazing, just like, we always try to take them on experiential field trips. So this year we've got, and we always try to support Black-owned businesses. And that is a shameless plug, because I know, Black business boom, Black people making moves. We always try. So if there's an event space out there, it is our 10-year reunion, and I'm sure, or our 10-year anniversary. And I'm sure Kara will kind of talk a little bit about that in a second before we get off. But we're always looking for event spaces. We're always looking for places. So we're taking them glow painting this year. We have a very big holiday celebration that we'll need donations for. We have a graduation for them, but some of the community events, because we do like to try to reach out to Black women. We do like to try to reach out to Black college students as well. And so one of the things that we are very intentional about is creating safe spaces, not only for our girls that we serve, but also for the Black girl that's inside of all of us. So 3 events that we have coming up throughout the year. One of them is going to be a candle crafting and wellness workshop where we talk about aromatherapy, and we partner with one of our mental health trained therapists, and we're going to kind of do that, as well as our girls are entrepreneurs. And so we're going to try to bring some of our girls who created candles in our summer program to come and teach everyone how to make candles, but also how aromatherapy affects our mental health. We're going to have a super dope, and we're working out the logistics, but we're going to have a super dope, like, essentially a libation curation class. And so more details to come with that. Make sure you follow us on our Instagram, our social media, and our website. Join our mailing list. And then the very last thing we're going to have is we've been talking about creating a soulful space where intergenerational conversation between Black women can take place because that is needed. I'm 37. There are things that I need from my elders who may be 45, who may be 50, 60, and even those who have an elder spirit who may not be older than me, right? And so we need to start cultivating spaces to have those conversations. And so that is a conversation that we've been talking about for a few years at the F.I.N.D Design. And for the first time, well, we're going to be bringing it back because Kara had something similar pre-pandemic, but we're going to bring that back in the spring of 2020. What are we in? 2025. Lord, we're almost done with 24. So we will definitely, I know we'll be pushing those things to you all. And like I said, I'm going to kick it to Kara because it is our 10 year and I want to make sure that I don't miss anything.
Thank you, Destiny. One thing that I want to pull up too is that when we start doing this work, we notice the lack of data around Black girls, which speaks volumes. How can we co-create spaces if we don't even understand what they're challenged with, right? So we were privileged to partner with the University of Tennessee and do the first of its kind. I'm going to pat us on the back. We made history of a report dedicated to looking at and acknowledging the inequities of Black girls, how to support them, and seeing their strengths and resilience. Because we don't want to just show their trauma and their overcoming. We want to show who they are, and so we want just to invite the public to go to our website and check out the report. And with that, with our 10-year, we are relaunching the report. We got some things, y'all, that I really can't come on here and say just yet. But when I say we're ready to blow the city's mind with just the work that we are doing, what we've been through, because as an organization, we've been through a shift in culture and mindset. We had to do our inner child work as an org so that we can make sure that we were not showing up, not living what we were talking about, not being this thing that we were not just talking about it. So we have done that. So we will be walking you through that process in the next couple of months of our journey, who we've had to become and who we are as an organization. And we'll be launching our first major campaign, which is a 10-year campaign. I can't talk too much about it yet, but it will be a campaign that will just showcase the narratives, the true narratives of Black girls, who they really are. So we're excited about that. And then lastly, we have tons of opportunities. Please, invest your time, energy, resources in the F.I.N.D Design. We need the community as a whole just to show up and just give their services. A lot of people say, well, I don't have money. Okay, well, give your time, your energy, your money, your expertise, your love to these sisters, because if they're well, we're all well. And we do have a couple of opportunities on our website, just packages anywhere from $25 to $1,000 that you can invest in this organization to make sure that we're all safe. We're not all safe until everybody's safe. So I just wanted to make sure that you get an opportunity to partner with us and co-create.
I love it. Y'all said everything. I was like, I ain't even got to ask no more questions. They got it all out there. I love it. Wonderful. The only other thing we need to know is how people can find you all online, how they can follow along with the journey. Give us your website and your social media information for those that want to get involved and donate, as well as just follow along with the great work that you all are doing.
Yes. Well, before I do that, I just want to hold space for you, Danielle. Thank you. Thank you for holding space for us. Thank you for holding space for the Black community. We have tapped into this space so many times to get connections. Most of our partnerships came from this space. So I just want you to be acknowledged as the beautiful sister that you are. Thank you.
I
Thank you
truly
so much.
appreciate it, and I'm excited to get partnered up with you all. As you mentioned entrepreneurship, and I was like, okay, and now I know where I can jump in. So just let me know when you're ready, and also y'all let me know when the 10-year anniversary is coming up, we can hop back on and make sure the community gets involved with that as well. All about
Absolutely.
supporting, you all as well as other nonprofits. And I think, I mean, I'm just thinking out loud right now because I've had so many of these conversations now with nonprofits that are Black led here and so many upcoming that we got to find a way to bring you all together. There's so many folks doing incredible work. And you mentioned partnerships, and I'm like, that we need more of that because we are absolutely stronger together
Absolutely.
in those partnerships. I mean, it may look like programming, but it may look like funding,
Yeah.
as well. Like when you have two nonprofits partner up to go after funding, it makes a stronger case. So I really want to make sure that I'm playing my part and being intentional about how do we bring together folks. So look out for more on that. But before we
Yeah.
wrap up, let's make sure we get folks the website and the social media information.
Well, thank you for that. You are so right. I affirm and just reiterate what you said. We are better together. And I don't even like the term nonprofit because we make it a profit. It may not just be monetary, but we our return on investment is purposeful. It's service, it's love, it's dedication, it's commitment. So it's a profit being made. So if we come together as partners, we just better together. But we can be reached at our website at www.thefindesign.org. We're on every major social media space. So just look for The Fine Design. You'll find us on Instagram, on TikTok. I think our TikTok, Destiny, you can shout out our TikTok because I believe it's Fly Girls TN.
Uh-huh.
Our Facebook page and YouTube. We're just now relaunching our YouTube page. So we'll have a lot of amazing interviews on there. So, I mean, if you look for us, you're going to find us. And
We
we're
gonna
looking for you to partner with us and help us create this safety that we want to see in Nashville.
Absolutely. This was amazing. I'm so proud of you all. And, I know sometimes it can feel like a thankless job,
Mm,
especially when we're doing this work with these organizations and doing it just out of the kindness of our hearts, a lot of times. And we're not necessarily turning a profit per se, but, we find our purpose, and many times that purpose is to pour into others. And so, we just want to celebrate the work that you all are doing here in Nashville. You are making a difference, and it is appreciated. I appreciate you all so much for your time today and coming and joining me. Keep us posted on the 10-year anniversary so we can show up and show out because that is a huge, huge accomplishment to make it 10 years doing anything.
mm.
So we are definitely proud of that. Again, thefindesign.org. You can find more information there if you're interested in partnerships, volunteer opportunities, as well as donations. Go
Mm.
ahead over to thefindesign.org. Our Black led organizations need our support to continue to be boots on the ground in our communities doing the work. So let's make sure that we are showing up for them. Thanks again for joining me, ladies. It was amazing having you all today, and keep us posted on all the amazing things coming up for the Fine Design this year.
Thank you, Danielle.
Thank
We
you.